was through the ceiling.
Why is it still playing? Oh, it's on my... Ah! I'm so dumb. I'm on my iPhone, and it's playing in my headphones.
The bot worked!
Does it work?
It posted the update in the uploads channel on the Discord.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay.
And everyone can hear me perfectly fine. That's perfect. Everyone can hear you guys.
Hello.
Hello, chat.
Hello, everybody. What's up? How you all doing tonight?
Kaden, you can come in Discord if you want.
I already see a topic we could talk about on this stream.
Hey, CJ. Hello, everyone. This was so last minute. Remember, we're going to be doing these... We're going to attempt to do these every weekday.
So that means Monday to Friday, everybody. No weekends, but Monday, Friday.
Yeah.
I'll drag Kaden in.
Wait, Tom.
Hello.
Okay, perfect. This is just a hangout, guys, so if you have any questions... There's no new news, I don't think, on Wonderland. Oh, other than the labor cuts. So, Whitewater Canyon now opens at 12 p.m. on weekdays. What's funny, though, is Wonderland's starting to get busy again, which is so funny. Yesterday it was busy, and today it's busy. And I'm doing a video. You know what? I'm going to post it on my story so someone doesn't steal my idea, because it's brilliant. Working on a video that will compare the parks in the Cedar Fair chain wait times for a 7-day trend. Wonderland, 2 days in a row, has been the busiest park in the chain.
Not that hard to do, to be honest.
Kind of. It should be compared to Cedar Point and Knott's Berry Farm. Knott's Berry Farm was a walk-on today for most of their attractions. Really? A lot of the Cedar Fair parks were a walk-on today.
That's shocking coming from Knott's. Isn't Knott's usually more busy than Cedar Point?
Yeah. No, but Wonderland was the busiest. Yesterday it was the second busiest. Cedar Point was the busiest on some attractions yesterday. But yeah, Wonderland seems to, I don't know. I'm assuming now that Wonderland took, like, not Wonderland, because I manage a store as well, and we've been really dead too. And then we're starting to pick up now. I think that Canadians were just taking extra long time off after school.
I've gone to the park the last 7 days, and I would agree with this.
Yeah, the last 2 days especially, you see it picking up again. So Wonderland's like, we just cut all the labor, we gotta add it all back. But yeah.
Should we do introductions like every stream or?
Introductions. Okay, these are my minions.
Oh, hello.
He controls us.
We are controlled.
He controls.
Yep. Brainwashed. I control them. They're only allowed to hang out with me, and then they can't. They can only eat where I eat, and yeah, they can't ride Leviathan. It's a new rule.
Oh, this is new.
Good.
Starting tomorrow, I guess no more Leviathan.
Oh, that was
What is everybody doing this week?
going to Wonderland. We live in Ontario.
Working at McDonald's.
What about you, Ryan?
Buying a Big Mac from Jake. That's what I'll do.
Okay, Kaden.
You and all the Von teens.
I'm also gonna buy.
Canada.
I'm gonna buy a junior chicken from Jake.
Well, not so bad. I was gonna say I'm flying to Europe on Friday, but okay.
Junior chickens are low-key the best item at McDonald's.
They were
People
like
who
$2.05 like 3 years ago. I think they're like $3 now. I feel this is a big scam.
Prices have gone up and stuff has gotten smaller, so.
I don't get people who don't order Big Macs. That's a big red flag. If you go to McDonald's and get like a quarter pounder Angus beef, whatever.
What did you just call it, Brendan?
Counterpoint? The McCrispy is better.
What are all these names? I've never heard them. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Random View. You're doing better?
The the Big Mac, when I eat a Big Mac, it makes me feel like a rock is at the bottom of my tummy.
Yeah, it's gotten too much for me.
I can't eat Big Macs.
I've
I'm not really
noticed
big-
though, as you get older, you start to tolerate certain foods less. Like I used to eat Big Macs all the time, but now if I eat a Big Mac, all that bread and everything makes you feel so sick.
I'm gonna say it. I don't get the Big Mac hype. I think it's lame.
I don't like the Big Macs.
I think the McCrispy is just better, and the McChicken.
Do you know why
What's
Cedar
that?
Fair parks are so dead this year? It's actually a common trend in the coaster world, the theme park world. Disney World is struggling as well. It's just people are being a little more money conscious, right? No one knows what's going on in the world, and people are spending a little less on luxuries.
Yeah.
Roller coasters are not everybody's top priority, unlike as much as we want them to be.
Exactly. We need more theming. Remove Leviathan and build a play structure that is themed to, you know, the medieval castle, and you gotta rescue the princess, and yeah, we don't need coasters.
I would like to make an announcement for people who don't know yet. There is new Amusement Insiders merchandise as well. I don't know if we're going to talk about this stream, but
Oh,
the
yes.
designs are awesome. I'll drop the link for people who haven't seen it yet in chat. It's very awesome. Check it out.
Yes.
My personal favorite is probably
Brendan,
the,
shut up, please and thanks.
is the Leviathan pattern hoodie. I think that looks great. So
Is that
There's
the
a deal
one
back date on it.
that's my hoodie?
what's your favorite?
Is that my hoodie?
Is it? No, it's not.
I think he's trying. No, he's I may have stolen the idea from another YouTuber's merch. Oh, different logo, same color scheme.
I guess you
Brendan
just
gets
must be
canceled.
jealous.
Oh.
You know what? When it comes to that hoodie, I will say yes, I am.
Yeah.
I'm
The hoodies look
visiting.
It's gonna look beautiful on me.
I don't even see it on the website.
And they almost indulged themselves. Yeah, I guess McDonald's is one of those things. I don't really like McDonald's anymore, but it's funny, I eat there a lot. But I don't like it.
I just want the chicken Big Mac to be like a permanent thing because that was magical
Really?
when
Okay.
it existed. That
I
was
tried it
the
and I
best
thought it
thing
was
to ever
garbage.
grace my taste buds. It was an incredible flavor experience that I just fear I'll never be able to experience again. And if you asked for like a Big Mac with a McChicken, McCrispy, whatever thing, it's not the same. It's not the same. The chicken Big Mac had a specific patty made for it, and it was just magnificent. It was like we'll never. I hope it comes back.
Man, what are you cooking? You're cooking nothing. The chicken Big Mac sucked and was overrated.
Nah, I like the original Big Mac over the chicken Big Mac.
I'm not
Yeah.
even a Big Mac guy, and the original one is way better.
Guys,
Yeah.
is there an echo? Why is my streaming software telling me there's an echo?
There's no
I'm
echo.
not-
Okay. I have huge echo on my end, but I guess that's just me. Let's just keep it that way. Okay.
There's
Just
no
making
echo.
live stream as well. I saw the face you're making. You're like,
You are all clear and out of here. There's no echo.
All right. Someone asked a really good question. Let me go find it again. What do you guys think is the future of action theater at Canada's Wonderland? Well,
My future home.
are you a
I hope there's
raccoon?
some sort of dark ride in there at some point.
Oh my god. Say the same thing for 17 years.
And I'm gonna
Fine,
stick
I
by
have
it. I'm gonna
Oh
stick by
my
it.
god. Here
We-
we go.
They are going to invest in action theater. I tell you, it will happen. Harvey's is much better. I like Harvey's burgers.
I am agreeing with this statement.
Harvey's is good, but it's not that good.
Yeah.
Wendy's Frosties, the chocolate ones, not the vanilla. The
I-
chocolate ones are good.
I will say in regards to action theater though, it is reaching the end of its service life. I've heard some really sketchy things about the state of the building on the inside. But that's Wonderland's fault. They literally leave it open. Like it is so easily accessible to like the wildlife.
Guys, my phone charger broke.
Aquaman 13 Frosties are the best. 99-cent Frosties.
That sucks for you. Is your phone almost dead?
Yeah, it's at like 8%. I'm gonna go try and find a charger. If I randomly disappear, remember me.
Do you want me to drive over to your place and give you mine?
It's okay,
You
Ryan.
still have my charger.
I gave it back to you. You left it at my place. I give it back to you.
Drama.
Ooh.
I totally forgot you were in here, Kaden. Hi.
Hi.
Sam.
I confessed to Brendan today. I got bored of the BNS.
Oh.
I'm done. I need to go to another park or something.
Go to Hershey. Let's go.
No, because you see, the problem is when you start going to more parks, you start getting more bored.
Yeah, that's what happened with me. I like in 2021, I was like loving Wonderland. I was like, this park is awesome. We got a great lineup. I start going to more like parks in America and stuff, and I'm like, man, this place sucks.
Mhm.
I just need a change. I mean, like, Leviathan's great and all, but like,
Sometimes you need
just
some
can't do
skill.
it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I still think Leviathan's one of the best rides I've been on.
No, it is a
I
great
think
ride.
Leviathan's amazing.
It's just the fact that I do it literally every single day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what it is. You do it too much and it gets boring. I put it above Ryan, but I still think it's like there are other rides that are way better, and it's just getting
Put
boring.
it above me?
I just need. I would remove every ride at Wonderland for Steel Vengeance.
Yes.
Honestly, I would trade like half of our coasters for Steel Vengeance. But that doesn't say much because half of our
Alright.
coasters are.
Where would
Remove-
Steel Vengeance go at Wonderland, though? Like, it would take up 1/4 of the park. That's the scary thing.
It's okay.
No,
We don't need
no. We
that
can just put it
one.
on the Behemoth Lake.
Yeah.
There we go.
You want a massive RMC over the Behemoth Lake, and those.
All you need to
Right.
do is put the station. You can put the station in Kingswood. Boom.
Give us
The
Airy
rest goes
Force.
over the lake.
Just give us Airy Force 1 instead. It's like a more
Yeah,
thin...
or Air Force. Honestly, something
Well,
with high capacity.
Not
though.
everyone can get to America Parks. Yes, that's 100% true. I mean,
I say we replace Caden with Steel Vengeance.
That is a great idea.
That would be honestly a great replacement. I encourage as well. I say we replace Ryan with Time Warp.
Kidding.
Similar value, honestly.
What ride would I be?
Light Taxi Jam.
Oh,
I was gonna say silver. What was it?
Tundra
Silver
Twister spins a little bit, but mostly lame.
Wait, oh my god. What? Steel Dragon 2000. That's
Chris
That's
S
cool.
says that his daughter is sick of Cedar Point already this year. I think this is just a home park syndrome. We go so often.
killish,
Park
honestly.
syndrome.
I mean, I could see getting bored at Cedar Point. At Cedar Point, there isn't much to experience.
I don't know
other
how you
than
could
that.
get bored at Cedar Point. You just ride Steel Vengeance.
awesome.
Oh my god, it's like the best version of every single coaster type created.
We need a
God.
bus from Cedar Point to Canada's Wonderland.
Yes,
That'd be
we
real
will.
cool.
That
If
would
there
be a
were,
good bus.
direct bus
All right.
rides from every Cedar Fair Park except for Knott's and CGA, of course.
What do you
Yeah.
guys
or
think?
from Knott's to CGA.
What do you guys think is coming first, the wooden coaster or the wing coaster?
Ooh. Can you make a poll in chat? I don't know if every YouTube stream has access to that, but I know there's an option to make a poll.
Yeah, I can do it. Give me a
Before
sec.
Oh,
before we
whoops.
get off topic, I saw the person said the bus from Canada's Wonderland to Cedar Point. What if Cedar Fair somehow acquired a portion of land on Toronto's lakeshore and had a ferry that nope, never mind, that wouldn't work.
It would have to go up the Niagara
I'm an
Falls.
idiot. Wait.
Right, you know
Yeah,
what? You don't have to make a
you
poll. We
would
can just
have
ask
to
people to say one or two.
I love parents that take their kids to theme parks often. Like, that is so... Just as someone whose dad took me all the time, like, honestly, you guys are some of the best parents. If you're a parent that takes your kid to a theme park literally more than, like, 2 or 3 times a season, like... Your kid will remember that, I promise you.
If you want your kid to turn out like Brendan, take them to
Oh,
my God.
there is a lot more darker things that happened to me to get me to this state.
the comment about Crystal Beach or Pablo Island. I love both of those parks. Bring them back.
Chat. Okay, so put 1 in chat if you think we're gonna get the wooden coaster first, and put 2 in chat if you think we're gonna get a wing coaster first.
I don't remember which number
Jake,
means
that's what
which.
Damn it.
I'm not spamming nothing. Don't you worry.
Wait, 1 was wing or wooden?
Oh, one is wooden.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so
But if we're talking about those coasters, I saw an interesting debate earlier in the Canada's Wonderland speculation channel on the wonderful Amusement Insiders Discord, which anyone can join, where people were speculating if it's actually going to be an invert. I think not. I think it's going to be a wing because that's what it says in the description. But their point was that it's because, what was it? Because it's on the art, and I just think it's an interesting point to bring up. But I think it's because concept art isn't always accurate, but it might be an interesting debate topic.
Well, they might have had the idea of making an invert, and they already made the concept art, and they just didn't want to make more concept.
That's what I think. It's either that or it was just they didn't really, like, they just
They're
made whatever.
like, let's make an invert, but then they realized, well, we already have flight deck, so
My only fear is getting a wing coaster train through that mountain. Like,
Imagine getting a rollback.
those trains, people don't understand. Those trains are heavy
Math.
and wide. They're like Ryan.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, like, are you looking in a like? Okay, look in a mirror. That is just what you described.
I did not just get you're an ugly pimply on my own stream. Oh,
I like chat tonight.
Do the wing coasters weigh more than flying coaster trains?
Hmm?
Do wing coaster
I know
trains
flying
weigh more?
coaster trains have a lot more electronics in them.
Aren't flying coaster trains like 2 tons or something?
no, but I'm talking. Okay, like where on the mountain are they gonna send this? Like
Ryan, you did a model of this.
we have a really good model being made right now by Escape Designs, right? Yeah, that's. I always forget the name because there's 2 channels out there that are like the same name.
It's Escape Designs.
Yeah, they're working on an amazing model with everything in it, and accurate survey marking directions and all that. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be really good. I heard Sunday. They should have it ready for Sunday, which means a Monday upload.
Everyone make sure to tune in.
When you make a TikTok for Brendan and he doesn't post it.
I'm going to post it. I'm even behind on Jasmine's videos too.
What, were you like in the McDonald's kitchen?
Wait, who?
What's up, guys? It's Jake from Amusement Insiders
Where?
What?
in McDonald's.
It's
No way.
it's not echoing for you guys at all.
Nope.
No.
It was the same thing last stream. You were saying the same thing.
No, it's echoing even more now.
Let me check.
On my streaming software, it's like echoing.
The people are saying no.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no echo.
The people have spoken.
I believe
Thank you, people.
I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
All right, my question is
You-
to everybody: who thinks Brendan is a liar and the coaster's coming next year?
I talked about this possibility today. Okay, so there is literally a possibility, and this is very unlikely, okay? This is very unlikely. But Wonderland has literally talked about this on the news about Tundra Twister. Because of COVID, our investments fell behind. And then not only that, because of Yukon Striker and Valraven, our investments fell behind too. So our park got almost double, like, fell behind in terms of investments. We're experiencing a really big economic boom in the park's kind of like area. They're doing really well, and they got some really big events coming up. There is a chance that the wooden coaster, like, we could see some back-to-back coasters. For example, what I'm saying by that is maybe Snoopy's Racing Railway isn't considered a heavy coaster investment, even though to me it really is. Like, that was a great investment. And this wooden coaster, you know, being only like $6 to $8 million, isn't considered a heavy investment. So we see something like, oh, maybe in 2025 they build the wooden coaster, but then in 2026 or 2027 we still get like the wing or something big. That these are going to be, I wouldn't be shocked if Wonderland sees some pretty major investments. We're already seeing things shift out of trend. We're seeing like some bigger investments than we typically would. Like, when would we ever see like a $10 million coaster with a like $4 million flat ride in the same year, right? So we're already experiencing things that Wonderland typically wouldn't do. So it's really interesting. As you can tell, I have no idea yet. So this is like a wait and see game. Like, fall is going to be really interesting at the park. Really interesting.
Snoopy's actually $10 million.
I'm totally estimating. I think with all the theming and all that, it's probably between $8 and $10 million. Maybe that's hyper inflating it, but
I was thinking like 5 to 8, but
yeah, you're probably more accurate.
I saw somebody in chat ask if we think Six Flags will ever come to Canada. They have a park. It's in Montreal. It's still around.
It's okay. No, the park's actually really cute. Like, they don't get enough credit. Like, even those world fireworks that they do.
love Hurrah.
I think they have one of the best firework displays in the world. So,
I mean, they quite literally do. Like, that's like the point of it.
mm-hmm.
Like a world
Is it a
championship.
competition?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with a bunch of countries.
I think they have like a pretty decent like loadout of coasters as well. They have 2 inverts. One of them is
Le Vampire!
One of them is Le Vampire, which is, in my opinion, one of the probably the best Batman clone. There it is, right there. It's one of the best Batman clones, probably the best. And then they have an SLC. But Goliath is a very...
Better than Behemoth!
There it is. Yeah, Goliath, a lot of people think it's better than Behemoth. I could see that opinion being very true. I think it's one of the best mini hypers, or one of the best mega coasters that B&M has built. So that's cool.
Specs, you got some really good questions this stream. I really like your questions. Do you think old Wonderland rides can get an overhaul with theming? Yeah, I do. I think we're going to see that, actually.
Wild Beast, please.
Behemoth area, hopefully.
Yeah, I think Behemoth is looking like it's going to be the first major attraction, depending on what they do with Flight Deck and Time Warp. Okay, depending what they do with those. But I think Behemoth is showing some early signs of a transition.
I really hope.
So 2023!
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Oh my god, please don't cancel me.
If they do any work to Wild Beast or Mindbuster, I think they should give them completely new stations, because those things are not stable. Like, if you're in the station and some idiot starts jumping, that whole station is going... Ooh.
What if I jump?
Oh,
You're
God.
going straight through the floor.
Oh, when we went on Mindbuster today, you went in front of me and the whole station shit.
It did
Wait,
not!
The station what? The station what?
This didn't happen!
This literally did.
I wasn't even there, and I can tell you that it did.
No, it was Surya, because you remember we wanted the non-wheel seat and Surya wanted the wheel seat behind us, or didn't want it, and then he was like moving around and jumping on the platform, and it was doing a little bit of bouncing on the ground. Maybe not moving the whole station, but there was a little bit of bouncing.
I need to book an emergency appointment with my therapist tomorrow.
I think you're beyond help, to be honest, but...
Oh.
An earthquake.
Earthquake! Oh my god!
That must have
The
been a perfectly
magnitude.
timed earthquake.
Okay, let's ask the
Beast?
chat a question. What coaster do you all want to see get a theming upgrade?
Oh, good question.
Oh.
You're not drinking an ice cap at 11?
This man does not sleep!
I really don't, actually. I got lectured for it already. I literally sleep like 6 hours a day right now.
This man has been like falling asleep for the past few days listening to us talking about making thumbnails in voice chat. So
By us, you mean you.
yeah, okay, me and key switches.
I wake up at 7 a.m. every day for work. I honestly, this is going to be really bad, guys. So maybe you guys need to help me out and start lecturing me on my life choices. I wake up at 7 a.m. I go to work. I work until about 4 or 5 p.m. depending on how I feel. And then I go to Wonderland. I go to Wonderland all night. I go to Wonderland with the goal of filming vertical videos for TikTok and horizontal videos for YouTube. But I get caught up riding rides with my friends, so then I don't do any of that. And then I go home at about 9 or 10 p.m., depending on how I feel. And I play like one game of League of Legends, and then I go live.
I see
Sorry,
the
bro.
issue. You're playing League of Legends. Come on.
And my health is deteriorating, trust me. I feel it. I feel it. The weight came back, everything. I'm sharing way too much information right now. Maybe we should get back to roller coasters.
Should we talk about the answers from chat?
Yes, talk about the answers, please. Zach, you're really
Okay.
good at leading these.
Okay, awesome. So I see mostly Behemoth, and someone said Leviathan, which is also, in my opinion, another amazing answer. I think Leviathan does need a bit of an upgrade to its theming. I wish we got like soundtracks from Emascore. I think that'd be awesome.
Wait, have we seen Cedar Fair work with them?
Who?
Yeah,
Yeah.
At King's Island.
Only King's Island and Cedar
Yeah.
Point. The
For what
golden-
rides?
Orion, Mystic Timber, Snake River Expedition.
Yeah.
Oh!
Mystic
So they're
Timbers?
starting to, but it's slow.
I guarantee you, though, if that wooden coaster area comes to life, it'll be Imascore.
Yeah, we were kind of hoping the same. I was hoping the same thing with Frontier Canada. So,
I mean,
but I think you are very much correct with that.
the
Ki-
Medfear music right now is great. That's all I gotta say.
Snake River Expedition has great animatronics.
Yeah.
They completely neutered it. It's dead now. They ruined the ride.
Is it?
Yeah, apparently.
That snake at the end is falling apart.
They got rid of the pre-show of the actors of the storyline. Now it's just like a scenic boat ride. So I have no plans to ride it when I return.
Oh, it's actually just a boat right now.
Someone did ask a really good business question that I really want to touch on. Kidneys FN. Do you guys think the theme park companies in Canada like Cedar Fair and Six Flags will expand more in Canada? I really like this question, and I'm not going to answer this because I'm going to make a video on this. That is such a great topic for a video. I'm actually going to jot that down.
And I give my personal opinion.
Go
or-
ahead. Yeah.
I would love to see something, either in something obviously more west. I don't think we need any more parks east of Saskatchewan or Manitoba. Manitoba, right? Yeah. We don't need any more parks east of Manitoba. I think, except for like something to compete with Wonderland. But I hope Marineland could somehow manage to do that someday. But
I do not know geography. I don't know where Manitoba is. I'm sorry.
I'm opening up
What?
map now because I'm decent with geography.
Ryan,
I'm
how
pretty sure
did you
Manitoba is one to the
graduate?
left of us. Yeah, so that's to the left of Ontario. I hope to see something in like from either Alberta or British Columbia. I think that'd be really nice to see.
But like 2 people live there.
I mean, we have some pretty rapidly expanding cities in those two areas. Mostly in Alberta is rapidly expanding.
Yes. So in the business world, it's funny because my company is actually talking about this, and then the last company I worked for before the company I work for now, they were talking about Alberta is the center of where every company wants to go right now. That and Vancouver.
Yeah, but Vancouver isn't really expanding too quickly. Nowhere near as much as Alberta, right?
Alberta's like the place to go. Everyone's moving there. All the jobs are being created there. So
What this kind of reminds me of right now, if we're thinking of this in terms of theme parks or amusement parks, Cedar Fair put a lot of investment into Carowinds, right? Because it's Charlotte that's next to it, I think, was like growing a lot and is still growing a lot, I believe. And that's why it got a lot of investment, I think. Is that correct?
yes, but I literally there are so many good questions in the chat right now. I don't even know which ones to pick next. Like I want to talk. I want to talk about all of them. Guys, slow down. No more questions. Like, can we? I want to talk about a lot of these here. Can we stop for a second?
Okay, so I'm gonna go from the top down then.
Okay.
Do you think Wonderland is getting a hotel anytime soon?
Yes, I do. Not anytime soon, because soon means like 1 to 2 years, in my opinion. I think in the next 3 to 5 years, you'll see one finished. So I think that Wonderland is already going to start talking again about those plans. I spoke to Grace specifically about what was going on with the hotel, and the answer I was given was it's greenlit. It was approved by the city. So at any point, if Wonderland chooses to build it, they can dig ground tomorrow. That's what was said to me. So it is on hold is the word that was used.
Somebody asked about Calgary. Yes, that's the city. That's the name I was thinking of. I was thinking of Calgary. Calgary in Alberta is currently going through like massive like population growth. I'm pretty sure. I was just looking up the percentage, and yeah, it's going up quite a lot. So I think if we were to see a new park pop up, it would be probably around Calgary is my assumption. Okay, what's next? Alberta's huge. Yep. At what point do you start worrying about new investments being postponed due to low attendance numbers?
So this is a good question. So, oh my god, I was just talking to Suri about this the other day. So it is really good when you have a theme park. So you're going to see some really big investments in Winterfest at Wonderland. I think Tundra Twister was a part of that. But that obviously isn't going to do the job that they thought it would. You're going to see some further investments. I know that Wonderland is seeking some quotes from some ice skating companies out there. I've heard through the rumor mill, but I heard that they're looking at adding some pretty unique attractions to Winterfest. That is, again, if they go through and get approved. But the beautiful thing about a theme park that does good, so Winterfest 2019, those numbers were insane, and then does bad out of nowhere, or, Wonderland through COVID, it did really good. And this year, there's a little bit of a dip, is it sends a message to the owner. Essentially, hey, something's happening. There's a trend forming where people are necessarily not enjoying the product you are offering, and that is why you're losing guests. So you need to do something to bring those numbers back up. So the message that I think is being sent to Cedar Fair, they're well aware. I think Cedar Fair isn't dumb, and they know what's going on from the conversations I've had with higher ups at Wonderland, is rides are the most important draw at Winterfest and the park. They're aware of it. So I think that the message that is being sent is people are kind of done with flat rides. We have enough. Unless they're going to build some sort of really intense clickbaity flat ride, the guests don't want it anymore. They want something cool. They've seen the spinning, they've seen the swinging, and the rotating. They're done. They want something cool, and we're kind of done with our typical coasters. We need something cooler. We need something flashier. So I'm really hoping, 5 years from now, we see, what the information they're gathering right now transpire into something cool. It is going to take that amount of time, guys. They can't just be like, oh my god, the next 3 to 5 years, those attractions we already bought, yeah, we can not go through with them. No, it's going to take some time. So it is a good sign when a company that has the numbers that they can do suddenly drops, because there will be a balance out of investments to bring those numbers back up. And
I would go as far to say Tundra Twister was even a pretty clickbaity attraction, right?
It was. The animation was.
Yeah. And that's not... Would you say that's doing the numbers that Wonderland expected?
No. I think that... I mean, we all know why. The guests are underwhelmed by it.
Yep.
You know what? I think if they loaded one side of Tundra and put it at half capacity, it would be so much better. Like, in terms of the ride experience, I know capacity would be drastically reduced, but if they only loaded one side of that thing, it would be great.
Yeah. I had relatives who went to Wonderland over the weekend, and I asked them about what they thought of Tundra Twister, and they said it was, to them, mediocre. And keep in mind, these are GP. These are people who don't know anything about coasters, really, and they thought Tundra Twister was mediocre. And that's
sounds like they just suck. Sucks to suck, I guess. Tundra Twister is a great ride.
Tundra Ferris wheel?
Tundra Twister is a good ride, I agree, but it isn't what the park probably thought they were buying, and it isn't what the guests wanted. So, in my opinion, it already is a flop. It flopped. It didn't do... I think the park had really high hopes for it to draw in people, and it's not drawing in people.
Okay. Next question. Do you think Disney will come to Canada?
No.
Not anytime soon. I do think that there is a trend forming that will cause Disney to open a small-scale Disneyland park somewhere. I do think there's a trend of Canadians not necessarily being able to afford to go to Disney World anymore. And I think that there is a market for something Disney-esque in Canada. I don't know if it would go full scale. If they built it, it would be a really small version. Like, I think Disneyland Paris, right? That's pretty small.
Yeah.
Disneyland Paris has 2 parks though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
2 parks.
So
So like
we-
just the main Disneyland area.
Yeah, I feel like we would get one really small Disneyland park somewhere, and that ain't anytime soon. That is if the trends keep going. But the chain isn't doing well, and you have to offset. So if one of your parks has hit its cap, like Disney World has, where you can't really draw in any more guests, you got to start opening things elsewhere. That's literally what a business is. When you cap out at a specific spot, you open elsewhere. Universal's doing it actually really well. You know, they're not opening up. They're opening a kids park somewhere. They're opening a permanent year-round haunted attraction in Las Vegas. Really
That's what I was
smart
about to mention,
investments. So you could see stuff like that opening up in Canada as well. So that's what I expect. Like, don't expect like a Disney World with like all these roller coasters opening up. But I could definitely see Disney. I mean, you kind of see it already with these little Disney entertainment experiences in Toronto.
Hmm. So I feel like it's maybe testing the grounds potentially.
Yeah.
Will Wonderland still get a mock double launch?
I'm so bitter.
If it's a mock, I hope it's a spinner.
Same.
And remove the magnet and make it 5 car trains and a dual loading station.
Oh, that'd be so nice. I'm doing Ride to Happiness in about 2 weeks, so. hopefully it's good.
in about 2 weeks. Who said that?
Oh,
I'm kidding.
someone said Tundra Ferris wheel. Let's see.
You just need your friends to sit on one side and you'll have a good cycle.
Yeah, you will.
I can't see Disney running it themselves if it would ever happen, or if it even happened. is
No,
what
they
someone
would.
said.
Like, I know, guys, it doesn't make any like it's a far-fetched dream to think Disney coming to Canada, but you have when your product caps sales. This I see this in the business world all the time. If you work in any retail store or anything, it's what they do. When you cap, you open another location. Starbucks is like the queen of it.
Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, so with the recent trends of the amount of people in the park, do you think Halloween Haunt is going to be successful this year?
I do. Yeah, I do.
I was looking back at your TikToks from last year and holy moly, there's a lot of people.
Yes. There will always be a lot of people at Haunt. Haunt is one of those things. I'm nervous that it's going to be so scary this year that they do implement a chaperone policy just for Haunt. Because last year they implemented that stupid bag policy.
I hope that stays.
Please, chaperone policy.
Haunts is the best.
At least you didn't get yours taken away. Wait, what? Oh, is your home park a park that had their Haunt taken away? Does anyone know what's going on with King's Dominion and why they are the only park that hasn't released their Haunt schedule? Is it going?
Oh. Well, has King's Dominion even been doing that well this year so far?
No, they're actually, like, literally, like, it's scary.
Yeah.
Seems like King's Dominion is on a bit of a downward spiral.
Wait, is King's Dominion's Haunt gone? Is that the rumor? Is that why Wonderland's receiving a bunch of Haunt shipping containers? We have all these shipping containers arriving in our, like, Kingswood, and it's Haunt stuff.
Yeah, chat's saying yeah, that's what happened.
I just gotta get on I-305.
Yeah, I'm still pissed off it was closed when we went, but
I'm gonna try again in August, I think.
Oh my god, that answers... There's all these shipping containers arriving in Kingswood, and they're, like, labeled Haunt. It's like, there's, like, 6 of them now? Like, 5 or 6 of them now. Wow. We even have 2 of Knott's Haunt mazes. And one of them's not even being built this year. It's being built next year. So Wonderland's got some pretty good Haunt plans. Like, it's like they know, like, they have to build more, that people were so underwhelmed when they dropped down to 4 or 5 haunted houses. So I'm hoping they go back up to 10.
It'd be
God.
so.
I feel
Somebody
guilty
asked
for that. I do feel guilty for that. OP, like, I actually am with you. I feel guilty for that.
It's like we're kind of absorbing everything from all the parks.
And then on top of that, we're stealing their blast coast.
Oh,
Oh my god. I love chat today.
And their wing coaster.
Caden, can you see chat?
Yeah. I just haven't been watching it. Let me see this.
Caden's mom is so hot. I do agree. I love Caden's mom.
Yo, what?
okay. Another question.
Specs, you should speak your mind more often. I'd like to know more of what's going on in there.
They ask really good questions, so I'm gonna let that one slide. You know.
That was a very good question.
And Caden.
That was a statement.
Where is this so-called survey Wonderland is doing? So I think this might be in response to something like the survey. I think was it Key Switches that posted about it earlier today?
Oh, another survey went out, right?
Yeah, about.
But it was just,
okay. There, yeah,
it was
Key
just
Switches posted about it in the Amusement Insiders Discord server.
it was just a guest. It was just a guest satisfaction one.
Yeah, which they do decently often, I think, right?
Yes, like usually when you visit, you're supposed to get one. They don't always send though.
Yeah.
Carowinds getting a water ride. Corey, I have a very strong feeling that whatever Carowinds is getting, we are getting in 2024 as well.
Who is Matthew? Matthew's not here.
I know. Have you met Caden's mom in person, Matthew?
I should hope not.
Somebody's asking about the kind of upgrades that we hope the water park will be getting.
Well, right now I know it's just one big water slide. And then there's rumors about the playground near the wave pool. Oh, Specs just Matthew, I think.
Okay.
Caden, the random view has a really good question for you.
No, okay, let's not get... No.
Another question from chat: would Wonderland ever get a fast, dark roller coaster like one in Disney World?
No, we can't afford it. It's outside of our budget. I mean, a fast, dark coaster. I mean, the blast coaster is going to be dark for about 10 seconds.
Enclosed backlot and make it a fast, dark ride, and it can be used up till once. It should have just been Flight of Fear.
It would be really cool. If
wasn't
going through, sorry.
Wasn't Kings Island's Flight of Fear supposed to come to Canada's Wonderland? Because Paramount was gonna do like the whole ride rotation program.
Yes.
And it would have where Behemoth is.
Yep, a lot of people don't know about that, but near the end, before Paramount gave up the parks, Paramount didn't really understand how to run theme parks back then, nor do they now. But so instead of investing in new rides, they wanted to save even more money. So they were like, why don't we just swap rides at our parks instead of buying new rides? Because then it'll be like a new ride for your park. So I don't know what ride we were supposed to give up. I can't remember, but I know that we were supposed to get Flight of Fear.
Where Behemoth is.
Yeah.
No. I saw another good question, but I don't see it anymore.
Do you see
any companies? Oh, you saw the same one.
Yeah, do you see any companies buying Wonderland from Cedar Fair in the near future? It doesn't sound like Cedar Fair is going to be selling Wonderland. We're kind of like that child in North America that is highly looked at. I can tell you guys, okay, I'll say it in here. I'll tell you right now that Wonderland is such a successful park that a big chain, a somewhat big chain, that might have a Dolly something representing it, looked at buying Marineland twice. And I can confirm that to be 100% true. To the point where I don't have to add this as speculation or rumors out of fear of them coming after me. So Yeah, like people are looking at the Toronto area for theme parks that, you know, I know, guys, I'm so upset. And you know what? You know what makes me even more angry? That old hag that owns Marineland. That old hag that owns Marineland, you horrible woman, has created a contract to buy the park and made it so difficult for you to change the park that no one wants to go through with it. Horrible woman. You're ruining all of our future.
I completely agree. I think it is really a shame that we could have like an actual park that could be competing with Wonderland soon.
Oh my god, imagine if Marie is watching.
I hope she is, you horrible, nasty woman.
Ooh.
Do you guys think John Holler married Marie simply because her name is Marie, like Marine Land?
It was his dream.
Didn't he name Marineland after her? Wasn't it something like that?
I don't know.
Do you think the winged launch coaster would be in similar size to Thunderbird at Holiday World, or bigger in terms of scale and stats? I think it'd be bigger.
Yeah. Do you know what?
Their launch.
When can you see a new dark ride showing up at Wonderland? Honestly, I don't. I'm hoping 2024 is our dark ride. I am hoping that 2024 is our dark ride. But in true fashion, with my wrong thinking that they would take Action Theater and develop into something for Winterfest and the park, hasn't come true at all. It's not going to happen. But I'm going to hold out. 2024 Action Theater. It's going to get bulldozed.
And if you keep on saying it, eventually one year you might be correct.
Oh my god. It's the last edition. Someone high up told me literally what was coming to Wonderland. Okay? They have all come true now. Except for Action Theater. So I'm holding out on it. Unless it was super canceled. Like, they were like, oh, this building can't house anything anymore. Like, it's gotta happen.
What do you think is Wonderland's next ride removal?
I'd say, like, every couple years now moving forward, maybe. World Expo is about to happen, right? So there's gonna be some moving around there and stuff. You have some old rides, so yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, Wonderland's Guardian is potentially on the chopping block. There are certain signs that it's staying, but yeah, guys, Vortex isn't going. There is so much discussion about, like Vortex, Thunderland, those two rides ain't going. Are you crazy? Watch it go now. Watch them literally, like, rip it up.
I found an interesting question here. Is it true that they made it harder to flip on Skyhawk because I used to get 40 plus easily, and now
Yes.
now I barely get 30?
Everyone in our group, yeah.
Yes. As
Yeah.
a person who rides Skyhawk every single day, yes.
Yeah, everyone in our group agrees they have made it more difficult or a shorter cycle.
I think
I think
they
it's
added
for
less
cycle.
WD-40. And the seat doesn't unlock in terms of spinning right away as it did before. Like it
I will be
unlocks a
right
little
back.
higher up in the tower.
Why is he leaving like that?
Because my charger cord is here, so I have to step over it.
You did it like a. You went over that like a gremlin. Okay. What is that? Why are you doing it like that? Actual gremlin activities.
Did he fall? Please tell me I wasn't the only one that saw that.
Oh, you're not the only one.
He face planted, right?
Yeah.
Think so, yeah.
Deserved.
Any other questions?
Somebody, I saw this earlier in the Discord server, and I'm seeing a bit of it right now. What do you think are the chances of, instead of being potentially removed in the future, they refurbish flight decks similar to what Maurice Piers did to Great Nor'easter.
There is a chance. There's always a chance that Wonderland would see better fit to get those new trains.
No.
Oh, no,
You know
no,
what
no. So
happened?
what they did was I'm pretty sure they completely rebuilt it. They got the new trains, everything, and honestly, if they did that, it'd become one of the best rides in the park.
They're not gonna order all new track pieces.
That's the thing that's getting me to think no.
Yeah, no, like Wonderland would view that as like you might as well just spend the extra 10 million.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it makes sense for Maurice Piers because they didn't have an option other than that. Basically, it doesn't make sense for Wonderland because we have more options.
Yeah, if there's any Patreons in here, when you join Patreon, it'll take you to our Discord server and auto give you a role, so we know that you're a valid one that keeps up with your payments. That sounds so bad to say. If you go join voice channel texting, even right now, if you're a Patreon, join voice channel texting, and someone will go up there and bring you down, and you can ask a question. We can
Voice channel.
We can do like 3 minutes like per person right now. If you guys want to, if you're a Patreon and want to like pop in and ask a question.
I'm back, y'all.
Jake, you could do that like last time.
Oh, I guess I have to get out of bed.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta get it back.
Why are you even in bed?
So if you are a
my boom arm was booming all the way to the bed, so I didn't have to. I had to get back in my chair.
So if you are a Patreon, you could just go ahead and go down to the Patreon members category on the Discord server and join the Patreon voice chat, and then Jake will go
Make
ask
sure
you
you're
and he'll drag you
legit.
in.
Which we are just about to do. I'll be right back.
Goodbye, Jakey.
Goodbye,
Oh,
Jake.
there's someone up there already?
Right away. He was there earlier. I just forgot to say it. Your Discord link is not working. It might be the old one, Brendan. Have you updated them? I'll paste it in chat.
It's Coco.
While we're waiting, are there any more questions from chat? If they build the Ghost Town concept with a new wooden coaster, do you think that'll make them want to get rid of Mindbuster or Wild Beast?
I mean, our Woodies are definitely long past their service life. Mindbuster right now.
I
was
prefer
stuck in
Beast
the
over
call.
Mindbuster at the moment.
My hope is that if we get a new wooden coaster, it does become a reason for us to be able to get rid of one of the older ones, specifically Mindbuster, and then we could get a water park expansion after that. The random view, you were up in chat earlier. Yeah, we just didn't open up yet. If you go to Patreon voice chat right now, we could drag you in.
Yeah, we'll do like 3 minutes per person. That way we can stay on track to answer some questions.
Should I ping Patreon chat?
You could also type in Patreon chat.
Yes.
I don't think Mindbuster will be RMC'd. It would be a waste of potential because you would want GCI for Mindbuster to stay low to the ground.
I feel like RMC Mindbuster just wouldn't be that great of a layout either to work with.
Yeah, out and back. I don't know. I feel like RMC strives more, but then Airy Force. So
Yeah. But between our two wooden coasters, Beast would be the better option.
yeah.
And both of them would make god awful RMCs.
Would Wonderland ever consider being open year-round? Well, I think they're going to test that a little bit this year. So if they still have the guts to test that, we should be open an additional 2 weeks in January on weekends. So yeah, well, I guess they'll see how that goes. And if it goes well, then, the next year they'll be open 3 weeks in January. And so on and so on. But I'm going to tell you right now, if Wonderland just tries to stay open in January without doing anything, it's not going to work. You need to have some sort of draw. It really bothers me. I'm going to be honest. It really bothers me seeing Wonderland put up the same decorations for Canada Festival every year and not do anything that changes it and expect that to draw in people. Like the Boysenberry Festival is an identity. It doesn't have an identity crisis. So people flock to it because there are very specific sought after foods that people go to for the Boysenberry Festival, and there's really cool things that they do. But when Wonderland does their food festivals, I feel like they throw up a bunch of tents, like literally those tents they built. They put in these wood-fired grills and put in these 16-year-old chefs that have no idea what they're doing, and they hand you these really small portions of food, and that's the festival. And they have a couple. So this year I really like the entertainment. Actually, the entertainment this year for the Canada thing was great, but I just find it really sloppy. Like I find it to have an identity crisis. The festivals at Wonderland, to be honest.
The Celebration Canada Festival may have been having an identity crisis, but that lamb donair changed my life and my perspective on food.
Oh, that
forever.
was good.
The lamb donair was really good for
And
food.
Oh my
the shrimp
God.
and chips was good.
The shrimp,
At the beginning, it got smaller, but at the beginning it was good.
Yeah, no, it was good. Yeah, the entertainment was great. I really liked that they had like actual an indigenous group there, like so that was really cool to see from a regional theme park.
We have a question from Aldo. Do you think Mindbuster or Wild Beast could ever be RMC'd?
Wonderland has stated, but again, things change all the time, so this, to be honest, could mean nothing. But Wonderland has stated that they will never convert one of their wooden coasters to an RMC. If they were to ever build an RMC, it would be ground up.
And another question that goes as far as what we were just talking about a moment ago with winter stuff. Trimless Behemoth in the winter, like they have Trimless Candemonium in Hershey during their winter event.
I only see Behemoth. The only reason I say no to that is because Behemoth doesn't have wheel heaters.
Well, that and the B&M's regulations for operating in the cold wouldn't ever allow a B&M to operate in November, December.
Yeah. Well, maybe the beginning of November, but like it would be on certain days. Like people would expect it to be open every single day, like it is in the summer, and then sometimes it's open, sometimes it's not, depending on the temperature. That people would be mad about that. If
Back on the topic of converting either of the wooden coasters to an RMC, I feel like it would be the sort of Orion paradox or whatever, where everybody has been begging for an RMC for years, but then it'll finally happen and they'll just switch up instantly. Oh my god, it's the worst RMC ever. It's so small, because neither of them would make a good RMC, let's be honest. But then people would just switch up and it'd be stupid.
I feel like if we want to get a good RMC, it can't be a conversion. And I don't think any of our rides here would be a cool RMC. But if we get an RMC, please name it Mighty Timbers. Thank you. And also on the topic of RMC, someone asked if it's complicated for RMC to work in Canada because they can't use their workers. No, it's not really that bad. They've actually worked in Canada before at La Ronde, right?
Yep.
They've done topper track on
Le Monstre.
Le Monstre. And we have, after that, a question from Patreon chat. Isn't the attendance higher now, and the lines were way longer today than the rest of July? Same with Saturday, too, but that's a Saturday.
So, yes, yesterday and today, it was really busy. Flight Deck's extended queue, the extended queue was open. So, I really, this guy that I, like, honestly, like, he's amazing. He's at the park every day, and he sent a snap of Flight Deck's line. It was, like, the extended queue. So, thank goodness they're doing great. I'm making a video where I'm comparing the ride wait times. I'm going to do a chart and everything for all the Cedar Fair the top 5 Cedar Fair parks, and compare them for a 7-day trend in summer. And I'll make a whole video on it. And right now, Wonderland's winning 2 days straight. Wonderland is winning.
Do you think this will be a consistent theme for the rest of the year, with Wonderland staying on top in terms of schedule, or not schedule, the amount of people in the park?
Yeah, I think that, so Cedar Fair they call themselves a recession-proof business, and it's true. So essentially, let's say we face economic collapse in Canada. Okay, I'm not saying that's happening, guys, and please don't make this political. Let's say Canada starts to head down economic collapse. Okay, people are running out of money. They only have $200. Wonderland will introduce a $30 ticket. They'll introduce a $30 ticket, and they'll drop their prices, and they will drop the cost of goods. So yes, the food will get shittier. The drinks, they'll be stingier, stuff like that. But that's how they survive. And if they need to do that, they'll do that. So it's
Staff.
yeah, they'll cut labor. There's so many things that a business will do. Any business. And this is funny. Like we're sitting here talking about Wonderland, but guys, I'm telling you right now, Wonderland isn't the only company cutting labor right now. Like the business I work for, we've cut our hours. Like we went from 7 people a night working to 4 or 5. That's just what's happening right now.
Ryan, what map did you got there?
Kings Island from last year. I didn't even go to Kings Island last year. I just sort of have this.
Chris, you are going to face a culture shock. Are you from the States? What state are you from? Guys, don't say anything, and please don't hint or allude at anything. There are some really bad things happening at Wonderland this year that I'm not going to get into. Like, for example, teens. There is so much spitting going on at Wonderland this year. Like, I've had adults, like, go and spit right next to my shoe. I've had kids spitting off of Tundra Twister onto Guess. I tried to get one banned from the park the other day. It's really bad this year.
Yeah, I guess as I said earlier, my relatives went to Wonderland over the weekend, and one of them actually just got kicked by somebody, by a teen.
Oh, it's
by a group of teens.
It's really bad. There's a whole new world. It's a whole new world.
Wait and see.
Would Wonderland ever use Minebuster area for a water park?
Yes, I think that they would. I'm not saying
No,
that. I don't think it's going to happen for sure, but I definitely would assume that Wonderland and Cedar Fair have had that discussion. I mean, look what happened at Carowinds.
Yeah, as I said earlier, one of my hopes right now is that if we get a new wooden coaster that gives them hope to remove one of ours, we get rid of Minebuster, and that's used for a water park expansion. That's one of my biggest hopes right now.
Guys, I think we should just mention the fact that Pipeline, the surf coaster, bumped today. I know it at least overshot the station. I've been hearing from separate places that either it did or didn't bump into the train in front, but I just think that's really funny.
Bumper cars!
Orion, Valraven,
So
Truly
many.
the Valraven experience.
almost Leviathan. Almost.
Steel Vengeance?
Steel
2 trains on 1 block.
Are you talking about this video? And look, Tyler Kochi feature. Check it out. But, like, are you talking about this one? I've seen it. Peasant.
Peasant.
But I won't rant. What's the link to Discord?
I'll post it.
So Wonderland security was doing really good. So when we didn't have labor cuts, Wonderland security was doing phenomenal. People were getting kicked out left, right, and center. I will say today, I literally saw people sneaking into the park through the exit of the park with a security guard standing there. But there was only one, and he's not allowed to leave his post. So it's like, what do you do? But people are sneaking into the park, like literally, like flat out, just getting into the park without a ticket or anything. So yeah. Can you bring bikes?
Can you bring
into the
bikes
park?
into the park?
I don't think so, but I also don't
No,
really.
you cannot.
I mean, I've seen people with their own like devices.
What do you mean devices?
Like skateboards and stuff?
No, not skateboards, but. Hello, Blackout. Sorry, I hope you guys didn't hear me itching my face.
It was very loud and very audible.
Was it?
Sounded like nails on a chalkboard.
Oh, then no, you didn't.
Yeah, no.
What does Wonderland think of Flight Deck and Time Warp? I mean, I don't know. I can't imagine they like it. It's definitely a headache. Flight Deck breaks down on the lift hill a lot, and people get like ear injuries and earring injuries all the time. I mean, I filmed a video of Time Warp that I was gonna post, but then I kind of questioned it because Wonderland's like this weird park. So it's basically the tires on Time Warp. I have a feeling Time Warp's going. That's why they're not doing anything to it. The tires on Time Warp are shredded. Like, they're literally falling apart, and I filmed it to make a funny TikTok. But then I was like, I don't think I should post that, because I know Wonderland, they're going to see that, and then they're going to replace the tires, and that's an added cost. That's the really crappy thing about being an influencer or, like, a YouTube channel on Wonderland, is if you post something, they're going to fix it. So if they don't want to fix it, now I'm in this mindset where I'm like, do I really want to post a video on that? Because then I know they're going to fix it, and then they're going to hate me for the video because then they had to pay money to fix it, and yeah. People are asking what happened at Pipeline today.
Yeah, it overshot the station and apparently bumped into the other train.
Hey, yikes.
A question from Adam in Patreon chat. I never saw anyone actually get in trouble for recording. What would actually get someone kicked out or banned?
Yes, Wonderland is. This is actually where Wonderland's doing a really phenomenal job. I always like to I will always compliment Wonderland when they really deserve it. Wonderland has started to ban people for literally breathing. I'm kidding. Over exaggeration, but Wonderland
Holding my breath in the park. Get through those gates.
Wonderland is banning people for a lot of things, including scanning in with someone else's season pass. We're hearing literally it's 1-year bans. Everyone is being given 1-year bans. If you upload a video on TikTok of filming on a ride, ban. They're literally just sending you an email. Ban. Ban, ban, ban. And it's great because Wonderland gets to keep your season pass money. There was a question here that I wanted to answer.
There's something I saw this past weekend that someone definitely should have got banned for.
Well, they aren't going to catch everything, right? That is the other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one I want to touch. Oh, sorry. I want to touch on this one thing first. So there are a lot of support pots on the ground next to Behemoth's storage track. Yes, there are these white support struts underneath Behemoth's kind of like storage lot and that last little hop into the brake run. They are the support struts that held up Tundra Twister while they were finishing off connecting all the support columns to Tundra and everything. So that's all they are. They're temporary supports for Tundra Twister. Nothing exciting.
As for the security issue, I think it can be entirely solved if the park just gave me a taser and free reign.
No, you would tase line jumpers. And I have strong opinions
I
about
would.
line jumpers. Okay, can I ask your guys' opinion? And you guys can drag me in the comment section. So I don't know if it's... So, I have social anxiety. 2, I kind of like to understand a situation before I react. So I'm in line and people will line jump me. I'm the kind of person that really doesn't care if like 1 or 2 people line jump me. I really don't. Especially if they're kids. So if I see like a kid trying to get up to the family or a kid that had to go to the washroom, they go, I don't care. Like at the end of the day, I'm like, did it really make a difference? I know that is controversial because a lot of people do care, and I understand why you care. But like, is it really that deep worth, like, I've seen people get into like verbal fights over line jumping, and I'm like, is it really worth it? Like, honestly, answer your honest opinion. Don't agree with me just because I said that, guys. Like, honestly, drag me or like rebuttal me, like, please. But that's my opinion. It's like, I'm like, is it worth the fight?
I've never like fought a line jumper. I've never brought it up with anyone, but I just think it's more of like a moral dilemma. Like, you're going out of your way to make other people's line longer, caring about nobody but yourself.
Yeah. I trust me, I see it. Someone said, yeah, because you have fast lane. Guys, I've only had fast lane since 2019. I've been going to the park for a while. I've always had that mindset. But yes, I know. I sound really like out of touch with the situation I'm describing. But I've waited in regular lines for a very long time, more than I've waited in fast lane lines.
Trusted plays, that is a very good point. Trusted plays.
Honestly, if it's the hot dog girls jumping in the line, they won't kiss me after, then I tell them right.
Did you say hot dog girl?
Honestly, if it's a hot girl... Oh! Oh my god,
Where
that's...
did the dog come from?
I don't know, I'm tired, obviously. I like to see that because I do not tolerate it. Okay, so it seems like the majority of you guys are like, absolutely no line jumping. What if it's kids? Like, do you guys draw the line at kids? Like, if like you little kids like trying to get up to their parents or something, do you draw the line there? Or...
They don't really like know if it's wrong. It is what it is. If it's like kids getting with like up to their parents, it's to me it's all right. But...
If it's a little kid, I honestly couldn't care any less. If it's like because like big groups, teenagers, that's yeah, teenagers is where I like to be a pain. Yeah,
because you know that there is not about to be a whole group of 6 teenagers saying, "Yo, I need to get up there and catch up with my friends."
Yeah, no, you don't.
Man, you are with your friends. Your friend is not up there. A question about the season pass thing from earlier. Am I allowed to use a family member season pass for parking? Not for entry to the park, but for parking.
Okay, I'm going to tell you guys, you're not going to get in trouble for using a meal plan, drink plan, and parking. Like, I can't confirm that 100% true. But from what I've seen, the park, they don't look at the photo when you get your food, your drink, and your parking. I don't think they're going to ban you for that, especially if you just play dumb. I don't. Everyone in our group has their own meal plans. I'm not saying that. But I've seen literally other people use other people's meal plans and drink plans, and I know parking. You will get in trouble if you use someone else's season pass to get into the park. They're very strict with checking the photo. But yeah, I can't see you getting banned for using someone else's benefits for food, drink, and parking. I personally wouldn't. One, because I never want to get banned from Wonderland. So I would just, yeah, be careful. Obviously, when you know you're breaking a rule, you are breaking a rule, and it is private property. They can ban you for whatever reason they want. But I haven't heard of anyone getting banned for using benefits. I've heard of people getting banned for faking Fastlane, using someone else's pass to get into the park. And I think they ban both people. They ban the person's pass that you used and the person who tried to get in. So it's like a double whammy.
A question from Patreon chat from Adam. Is all-season Fastlane usable during Haunt?
Yes, it is. Wow, I just zoned out there so hard. All-season Fastlane is usable during Haunt.
You cannot use the same color Fast Pass days on the same color. No, they do not work like that.
And ride-ups will catch you. They catch a lot of people every day, let me tell you that.
Didn't y'all one time see a guy with a Fastlane band that was ripped secured by a Band-Aid? Beautiful.
I just sent a picture of the stream to someone. 1984. Sometimes Brennan just makes me scared of getting banned from Wonderland for doing absolutely nothing. What? I'm not doing that, am I? I literally... Don't be scared of anything I say. I am a hypochondriac, though, so I also scare myself over the tiniest little things. It's funny, everyone around me is like, you always think the worst.
Somebody said you're creepy.
You're creepy. You're in here.
He ain't no Halloween Haunt decoration.
I wish. Get to live in a theme park year-round, you know, whether it be in a storage container or not. Yeah, and you get to scare people. I mean, I do half of those things.
Oh.
Is there cops in the park? Yes, but I've seen a lot less lately. Actually, now that you said that, did I see any today?
I saw one.
Okay, yeah, but definitely a lot less.
Normally I see like 5 or 6. I saw 1.
Rank the 3: Cedar Point, Kings Island, Wonderland. I'll say Cedar Point, Kings Island, and Wonderland in that order. Yeah.
What would happen if I bit a park worker?
You'd get banned.
I'd bite you back, man. I don't know about the rest.
Man, you get him. You bite me. You get him bit back.
I'm mutual biting.
Yeah, the teens are. I will say, you guys remember, I was very adamant in not using the chaperone policy. I am still business-wise not adamant in using the chaperone policy, but the more I see going on, the spitting and all that, I am getting really sick of a lot of teens. Like, it's bad. Like, they will spit on a human being, an innocent human being walking below a ride, and not think anything of it. Like, to them, they're like, oh, it's so funny, my spit that could contain so many different things just landed on someone's face. Oh my god, it's so funny. Like, what? Like, you could...
It's not even just like a Wonderland issue, because these people are like this all over the place. Because I'd like to use an example. One time, because I had to take the GO bus from the park back to Hamilton. And of course, I took like the last one, so it was all of the Vaughan teens on it with me, or like the Mississauga teens. And they were blasting music on the bus, jumping, smoking weed, just going absolutely nutso, to the point where the bus driver had to pull over and call the police. The police didn't do anything, because they can't, but yeah, it was delayed the trip by like hours. So clearly people have no self-respect anymore. So,
but some just literally, if something happens to you at the park, tell an employee or security if they are close. They will do something. Wonderland has a zero tolerance policy now. I've seen it. I can put my backing behind Wonderland here. Wonderland is, to the best of their ability, removing anyone from the park that is causing problems. They are doing a really good job at it. So,
oh my goodness!
There's someone I really want to see banned from the park. I keep seeing them around. This kid, like not even 13 yet, had a lighter lit up on Beast.
Oh yeah.
And then even like I see people throwing garbage into the queue line from Leviathan.
Wait, from on the train into the queue?
As it's dispatching and going around that curve, people are throwing garbage into the queue line.
From the train.
So, someone here does have a really good point that I want to bring up, because it is a really good point. P protein C? I don't know if that's a thing. But, so, Carowinds has a chaperone policy in place right now, and they had the biggest fight. I heard, like, was it Kings Island or Carowinds that had that massive fight?
It was Carowinds, and it was like close to Copperhead.
Yeah, so like that, like massive fight, and so they have the chaperone policy in place. So clearly, it doesn't work.
Have you seen the pictures of the amount of police that were at the park?
No, can someone send that in Discord?
I saw it a bit ago. Hold on, let me find it.
Did I say PC? My bad. PP.
Yeah, it was huge. Apparently, there was like police helicopter and
That's
stuff. So.
What do you think about people abusing the boarding pass? Well, they're a special kind of trash. Thoughts on Dragster? You guys go first. What are your thoughts on Dragster?
I love the colors.
So excited for this project. Most excited I've been for a project in this industry in quite a while. I cannot wait to see this thing come to fruition. Every day I eagerly get on my computer, wait for that Lake Erie Lifestyles update. I love the color scheme, love what they're doing it. Like, oh my god.
Brendan, if you want to see it, it's in VC2.
Okay.
And I put a quote from the title of the post. I don't know if there was any news story about it, though. I checked the night of and I didn't see anything. That's because it happened at, like, park closing. Let me see if and all the news is too busy talking about Fury support. So, oh, I see one news story, and that's it, because everyone else is too busy talking about Fury. Group escorted out of Carowinds due to unruly behavior, park officials say. I doubt it's as big as that fight as Ryan. What was that park that had the fight at the beginning of the season with like 100?
Worlds of Fun.
Yeah, Worlds of Fun had the park of
The 150 person.
the 150 person fight. That was wild.
Excuse me?
Yeah, so Worlds of Fun had a fight that they said had up to 150 people in it.
That wasn't a fight. That was a brawl.
Dude, that was a civil war, man. Let's go.
What are people beefing about at Worlds of Fun?
Oh,
The
Town?
fun.
Man, let me ride
I know, that's
Patriot.
Dragster's behind like a month.
that is true. They are.
Was someone saying that they were going to be doing something tonight at Dragster?
Yeah. Here.
Did you watch Lake Erie Lifestyles video from today, Ryan?
7 or 8 times. That's not a joke.
See,
They were all mad Zambezi Zinger wasn't open yet.
can I call out the roller coaster community for a second though? So if I flew my drone over the park and did a construction update, I know I'd be canceled. But everyone is so happy and watching this Lake Erie lifestyle guy breaking park rules. Like, why are some people allowed to break park rules and everyone turns a blind eye, but others aren't?
I don't think
I
he is
don't-
breaking
I
rules.
don't think Lake Erie Lifestyles flies over anymore. It, like, for the first few updates he did, but afterwards you could see that he stopped. So he must have got a warning. But the on-ride filming still exists on the channel, so.
Yeah, he was filming from Power Tower in his last update.
Yeah, with the goggles.
Yeah.
Ryan, send me the
I
thing
mean,
you were
as
gonna
long as
send me.
they're secure, I don't see the problem.
That's true. But no, they can't be the goggles because he has good zoom on whatever he's filming on. Those goggles don't have zoom. I'm gonna say, hey, I appreciate it because it's cool to watch, but I just find it really funny because I know damn well if I did the same thing at Wonderland, everyone would be like, canceled.
Do you guys feel the GCI rendering for Wonderland is an upscale version of Kings Island's new outpost area? Was it? Are you thinking of King's Dominion or
No, they're talking about, what is it? It's the,
the
not
retheme
Jungle
area?
Expedition, the knockoff Jungle Expedition. The,
Yeah, the retheme, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't
The really
Probation?
Ethan just asked me if I'd go to Saudi Arabia. I might not come back.
Yeah, I don't think Brendan's legally allowed
I'll be
there.
right back.
Brendan, can I have the channel after?
You on probation? I'm on probation.
I think he is.
Me?
Just joined. What's happening? I don't know. Is there really much of a TLDR we could give on the
Canada's Wonderland exploded. Thank you and goodbye.
Oh?
Grumble Bottom War?
The Grumble Buttermore.
I think it'll be worth it, Brendan. Brendan, do you live in Kitchener? If I lived in Kitchener and I went to Wonderland every day, oh my goodness.
He switches. Jake is right here. This is him right here.
You're pointing to the wrong side.
Okay, on my end it's on the right direction, so I guess it's this way.
Now you're pointing to Ryan on my screen.
Okay, well on mine I'm pointing to. Okay, anyways, he's the person at the Canada's Wonderland round table.
I don't know. I don't think Wonderland's going to do anything about the people abusing the boarding pass. They would have done it already.
Mhm.
Do I actually go to Wonderland every day? Okay, not every day, but yeah.
Basically.
My foot fell asleep.
And I don't go to Wonderland. I'm like the only person, one of the only people in the group who don't actually go to Wonderland a lot.
He's a hater.
I am a certified Wonderland hater. I love Wonderland. It's just, I'd rather do trips. Also, I don't have all season fast lane. If I did, it would be going like at least weekly.
Wonderland will never build a parking garage because they cost like $200 million, and that's not even including maintenance.
Yeah, maintenance is also really expensive for them, I'm pretty sure.
Hello.
I need to walk.
He's doing the
Fall.
gremlin thing again. Is he gonna
Fall.
flop? Is he gonna
Fall.
flop? Is he gonna flop? He's not. Okay. He did a little face
Oh.
plant last time. I was hoping the
Why-
same would happen.
Why did it just walk and then come back?
My foot is asleep. I need to get it moving.
I feel like it'd be a nightmare to deal with on a plane.
Weirdo.
It. What's
What?
happening to the new water park in Ottawa? There's a new water park in Ottawa?
Oh, they're talking about the Pro Slides water park that never ended up happening. It's not happening.
Ryan, you're a professional pro slides lover. What do you think of this?
Oh, what the park that never happened in Ottawa?
Yeah.
That's like old news. That's incredibly obscure.
I never even heard of this.
Yeah, what was it even going to be called?
This is crazy, guys. You just bring him back to his like chair by talking about pro slides. It always works. Aren't they adding a water park to the Pickering Casino Resort?
Pickering's not real.
Doesn't exist. I don't know. Are they? Is that a thing? I haven't heard about this. I don't really keep up to date on water park stuff. I don't really go to water parks. I'd like to though.
A lot of water. That was the place in Ottawa that never does that.
No way. The place was gonna be called A Lot of Water.
No,
A lot of
I'm
water.
gonna type in VCT how it
A
was
lot of
spelled,
water?
but it's
A lot of
incredible.
water.
A lot of water.
A lot of water.
Like
Here,
Ottawa? Like a lot of Ottawa?
A lot of water.
A lot of water.
You're telling me these people are British? A lot of water.
I
I know that we
Ottawa?
found,
A
like-
lot of water.
Plans. Oh my god, I search it and your video comes up.
A lot of water. Oh my gosh. No way. Ain't no way. A lot of water. I mean, a goofy little name.
Wonderland stops Windseeker when it gets too windy. Also, there was a drone. We were riding Yukon Striker, and we were going up the lift hill, and there was a drone filming Windseeker, and then it took off, and then out of nowhere, Windseeker and Yukon went down after we got off.
Boy, I wonder.
Don't fly your drone over parks, people.
Big, very serious safety violation.
It
as
is,
well,
because
isn't
those drones do come crashing down occasionally. They're not perfect, so
it? And
imagine...
from that height, too? Like,
Oh! Hey.
from that height, it's not gonna be looking very good.
Me taking out Mindbuster. Okay.
Yeah, Yeah, guys, I'm just mounting a bucket of napalm to my drone. Oh, it fell on mine, Buster. No.
Well, it's closed and unoperational, you know.
Will that turn my Buster into the Phoenix? The hit shirt that Ryan is wearing right now.
Oh, true. Knobles.
Global Rat.
Twister is better.
Was there no Twister merch?
No, not really.
Damn. Are you saying someone actually had their drone over Wonderland property?
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
someone. Yeah.
This was
Ooh.
while it was like probably above the Yukon path.
Wow, that's actually like pretty far into the park.
Yep.
Who wants to sign the
Or like
petition
over
to
the
demolish
lake, kind
Wonderland?
of, but it was like in that. It was in
Sign me
between
up.
Yukon and Windseeker.
Brendan, what do you think are the chances of the bats getting a similar treatment to what the boomerang at Carowinds got? Which I think was just new trains, right?
Just new trains, repaint, retheme.
He is zoned out.
I am. I definitely think we're gonna end this soon.
All right,
Oh,
I'm going to ask a question again, or
What do I think? I mean, they
of
seem
the
to
bat
love it.
getting.
I could
the
see it
flying
because
cobras.
they love it. Like Wonderland loves their bat.
Yeah. So do you think that's like a real possibility?
I wouldn't say like yeah. I think it's a possibility.
I feel like it's not like the flight deck situation where they would have to completely rebuild it, and at that point get a new coaster. In this case, it's like you're not rebuilding it. You're just basically getting a new trains,
Yeah.
which
I'm
shouldn't
zoning
be
out.
shouldn't be too expensive, right? I don't think Carowinds spent a lot on theirs. Because it's basically just a new sign, new paint, and new trains.
Yeah, it's super easy. But
Yeah.
Oh my god, Crystal Palace mentioned.
I don't know how soon that is because they did get one of the trains to prolong the train's life from Carowinds or Kings Island.
We just got new trains with the. We just got new trains with the Vespas trains. I haven't heard anything about that.
Oh, hi, Tommy.
Who's Tommy?
The person from Discord.
Oh, right,
From
right.
Discord. And speaking of Discord,
all right. Any last amazing questions before we wrap it up for the night?
Yes, I'm gonna head back into Discord.
yeah. So before we end, everyone, just don't forget, we have a Discord server with a great community.
Put the link.
Everyone can join. The link is in chat right now. I'm spamming it in chat. We just had a bit of a server update where we added some new features for people of the community, and every feature, or almost every feature in that kind of Discord server update, were all requested from people in the community. So if you have any ideas, leave it in the suggestions channel, and we could add that for you. I think it's a great community here. You could talk about Wonderland. I think it's probably the biggest Wonderland forum, right?
yeah.
Absolutely.
Last 2 weeks of August for the Lions is probably an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half.
Yeah, so great community. Also, don't forget about the new merchandise as well. The new Amusement Insiders merchandise, which I'll also be dropping a link to that in chat. And yeah.
Bye.
See
Bye,
ya.
chat.